Ave Msoul, Venus Callida here, and I want to show you my very first house that I've ever owned in any world ever. Fiction or non-fiction. And I'm so in love with it, and I'm here welcoming you straight into my bedroom because it is the first thing other than putting a rug and a chair down in front of the beautiful fireplace I have, which I've kept the original, and why not? I mean, I've lived rugged out in the wilds, out in the north, out farther than where sidewalks end, and then beyond even that, in the most extreme winter conditions, in the most wintry parts of the world. So you know, I hail from Northrend, and the Lich King is where I was born, and so considering all of that, I am an elf, and as an elven female, I've still got a little girly side to me. You know I love my black leather and my metal armor and my metal gear, and I love metal incorporated with fabrics for my clothing, but to have the wealth I can't remember ever being raised in as a tiny elfin child in Suncrown, I have brought the wealth of the elven world right here to my very first home in the world of Warcraft. Oh, Azeroth, you've been good to me. I've worked hard for it. And so this beautiful chamber, you can see I even put a crystal light inside my canopy because I just need that glow. I just love it. My pearlized walls, everything elven right here, right now. Now I'm going to send you on a little mind vacation to tour through all of the growth, all the expansion, all of the toil of the first 24 hours of my home. Now I'll make a second video because a lot of things have changed even since then that I didn't record at all. Although if you take a look at my last couple of Gamer Girl Dragonflight Follies episodes in those playlists, you will see that I'm giving a tour to some of my friends, Copper Kaiju and Whispers to Themselves, and I'm talking to them all about my excitement that I'm sharing with being able to build my own home. And I love my plateau next to the hoodoos, and I love that I found a place in this world. One of my thoughts going through is, we've always had the flight paths on the Horde side, starting with the lion crossed with the bat, crossed with the scorpion. Those were our flight paths, but I never saw them roosting in the natural world environment in Azeroth. And here they're not resting, they're roosting right on the hoodoo, right beside my home. So some of the things that I got once I found them in the game, because I don't even know what possibilities there are. There's just so much happening, and everyone's got such a different creative style or whimsy in what they're doing. But I just wanted a beautiful bedroom, like those of you who know me never really had. I've really been very practical. So here my girly side on my inner heart comes out, and you're gonna see. Now, in making my first home, I was very picky about my plot, and a couple of people got things before I did, but I can see waterfalls. I'm right next to natural mineral spring waters, and well, my grandparents were farmers, and they lived in a place where there were natural springs. Also earthquakes, also mudslides, but nevertheless, you get something, something gets taken away. There's always a give and take and a balance in this world, and I can live with a bit of shaking. Now, so I have so far. But keeping that in mind, I had a practical point of view when I built my home to be self-sustaining. Of course, I tried to kill a few of the wildlife, the salamanders, and those little birds walking around, and the boars that were out there, and I wasn't able to harvest anything. So this world is just a peaceful place. Wow, imagine that, a peaceful place to live. And so I got myself a chicken coop, I got myself a chestnut tree, I got myself an apple tree, got myself a blueberry bush. That was the first bush I bought. I got some ornamental grasses to be all wispy and romantic around my mailbox to soften that view. That was on purpose because you know I'm a landscaper, I'm a gardener. My grandparents were farmers. I was always thinking, and in the long term of my goals, to make a maze to get to my front door. But then I realized I'd also need to run through that maze. But then I found out we could fly around in there. It's not like an instance when you go to Silver Moon and Ghostlands and you have to run. So still think it would be funny to build a maze to get to my front door, because that's how hospitable and welcoming I am of guests. No, but I'm welcoming. You're welcome. But that is in the background of my mind in starting all of this. But I just had to give myself a most beautiful bedroom. You're gonna see. I created a bathroom. Originally, it was a library area that I was roughing out. If you see my videos and I'm talking about it while I'm building it, I knew that I would put a bathroom there eventually. But for the time being, I had the furniture for a little library. And look, I'm a educated person, so I had to have a little library time. But I moved it. I knew I would move it out eventually. I knew I would have war racks for my weapons. I knew I would build a beautiful kitchen, but I wanted to keep that hearth because I really am a better cook on an open fire than I am with an electric oven. Oh, everybody who knows me knows that's true. So I wanted to keep that. I wanted that rough-in look. To me, that's kind of a sense of home. Now outside, we've got all sorts of like food stuff, and I found a grist mill. I have actually used a quern. Quern stones are the things that were in, if you see like those old mills that the water wheel in it, and they could be used for cutting lumber, they could be used for crushing your grain, and if you had to do it by hand, they would set them in barrels and you had to crank it with your arm. Let me tell you, those women, men, kids who were making their own flour to make bread and stuff back in old-timey times, even just 100 years ago, 150 years ago, if you had that, you needed back power, you needed muscle power, you needed shoulder joint strength, you needed arm muscle power. You earned that bread. You earned your daily bread for real, because it would take us a long time to get just like a handful out of that corn. So if you had a water mill, you did it. So I found a grist mill, Torrance style, wind powered, and I put it on my property. I do also have one little scene in there, something I went flying around the neighborhood to look at what other people had, and you'll see a picture of me with my favorite blue drake in there, my blue dragon, because blue is my favorite color and I love dragons. And I want to make like a spa around the roost that I put on my property, and I put the roost on the side where those, what are they, bat, liger, scorpion, Lycian, scorpion, well, lion is in scorpion, okay, the bat, scorpion, lion horde original flight path creatures, so that they can come visit me. I don't know if I can build my own flight path one day. Some of the properties out there look like they've got the perfect landing for a blimp to come by. I don't know once the whole midnight goes live if that kind of thing will be developed over time, but I put in right there to have a flight path if I could get it, or at least give my favorite little original horde flight path mounts a little roost to come visit, have some grain, and I did mindfully put the chickens on the other side. I also mindfully put my outhouse far from my fruit-bearing trees. However, and you'll also notice I have the outdoor bathroom, even though I have an indoor bathroom, just in case someone comes to visit and I lock my door. So right now it's open because there's so many creators out there that are going and visiting their favorite houses. I hope someone comes and tours my house and has something good to say, because I really love that I've got pearlized walls as much as I could get, and I don't even know where to get more, but I used everything I could to make things pretty. But I like my kitchen and I like my fireplace living room area being cut stone. I love mason's work. I love it, masonry, and it just felt right for that part of my home. I don't know if I want to put up any more walls. I just wanted my bedroom to be a little bit private. And everything else doesn't really, it's all open concept because it's a big party in here. If you come in, help yourself. So with no further ado, I'm so excited and I'm so happy this came out and I'm having so much fun with it. And I'm glad we can get a little bit of experience points to level up. And I also found it interesting that every one of my warband characters, all of my alts, can come and help do this thing. And my alliance alt, Elven DK, who is the guild leader of Ever Still on the alliance side, my very first alt ever. And then I am my favorite main, because, well, I have to get myself leveled. Ori is leveled up completely, but she's got more money, so I sent her in here to help me out. she's been doing the landscaping for me, and she upgraded my bathroom for me. So thanks, Ori. Anyways, everybody, have a wonderful mind vacation touring through the first 24 hours of my home. I'll make another video of what's happened since, just because I'm having so much fun with it and I'm camera happy. All right, enjoy. This is Venus Callida. Have a wonderful day out there. You deserve it. Welcome back, my super fabulous mortal soul. I hope you loved your mind vacation in the first 24 hours of my very first home in the World of Warcraft. This is Venus Callida. If you enjoyed this, please stay tuned for part 2 to see how my house has grown over time. And it'll be representing the next 48 hours of my house existing. Also, if you're not a part of my channel, please subscribe. I would love to grow. I'd love to grow this community. All are welcome. And hit that like button. Don't be shy. You can tell me your thoughts. What do you think about my design so far, my plan so far, the premise behind it, or what you think I might be able to do to make it more interesting for people to come and visit me in my neighborhood. Well, until next time, this is Venus Callida. Take care out there and have a great one.